Hey guys, I'm FroTheK and I will be pulling 10 prisms in this video. And to be honest, I wasn't really aware that Shredder was a tournament prize. I suppose if I had known, I would probably have picked up a few more prism shards. I think they are a good value for this type of tournament. If you're gonna buy shards, and it is a really good summon pool as well. From 10 shards I don't really expect anything. Of course I would love Leonardo. I wouldn't be sad if I get Tetsuya, faction unity for Shadowkin. And I don't have Lady Kimmy on this account. I don't have Noble, but I suppose he isn't the empowerment for ninja, maybe. I don't really care much about that. And I have the rest, so yeah, it's basically just the headline champions, and the chance of getting them are really low. I have picked up 10 prism shards a few times and it's basically been always epics. I have also pulled 1 free prism shards and gotten the headline champion once. I think that was on the free-to-play account, so yeah, we'll just see. We just have enough room. I think I just want to do them single this time. So basically this should get me 2,500 points, and I was looking at what I could do if I actually want to compete for Shredder. And I do have, I think I can get 15 Broadmass. Oh, nah. False leg, maybe next one. This is Leonardo, I believe. Leonardo, no. Yeah, as I said, I don't really expect a legendary, but that fake leg does get me sometimes. Eurogin isn't a bad epic, but I think all the epics I really want empowered, at least non-voids. I already have +4, so yeah, it's not okay. I'm one of the few people who don't really use Harima much, but yeah, it's a legendary. It's a faction. I do want to play a bit more around with Harima. I do have her +5, or yeah, 5-star awakened rather. But I do feel I miss the really great, because if you want to use Harima, and it's basically for arena, I do kinda like Freya for the increased defense, but you do need at least have the option to have increased defense buff to really make use of Harima. I don't think she hits hard enough, at least mine hasn't been doing so. So I tried to pair Harima with both Freya and Marius. I don't think I have tried pairing with Alas. I suppose that could be an option as well. I wasn't aware that Aphidius does increase defense. Yeah. But I think she pairs best with someone like Tifi or another reviver. So I never really, and I don't really like go second teams either. I like go first teams. But we do have 2 more. Maybe we can get lucky and get another legendary, Leonardo, Tetsuya. But I won't complain about getting 1 legendary is great from 10 prisms. So that's more than I normally get from buying 10 prisms. And it's a few more points as well. that should 2,750 from those. So I did do a little bit of checking, and for the broad mass I can get 5,250 points. I do have a few fragments, a Lego and Epic. And I do have shards. I do have a 2x for sacreds, so I might do a bit more pulling towards the end but I do expect someone to get 10,000 points or more. Okay, I'll cut in here. I did record the footage you saw 2 days ago now. I did decide yesterday that I would try to go for Shredder. I'm not sure how much it will be used, but it's a limited time champion, and it was and still is up for grabs. But at the time I decided, no one had gone past Hateful Sire. I do believe that the list below here hasn't changed, but after I decided, someone did go past. And the reason I didn't do it yesterday, and I think that might be something that more people should be aware of. Let's see at the fusion. Because what I ended up, I ran out of the small small void potions, or whatever you want to call them. So I had to wait until today, or at least I didn't want to spend how much is it? 200. I could have spent 200 yesterday, but I actually had to farm these. I had no idea they were so limited, so I actually did spend quite a lot. And from now on in Void I will just, but I don't think I will need much more now. I have so many big potions. But I actually had to spend at least 1,000 energy just for the potions I needed for the fusion. But the reason I actually ran out was because for the first time ever almost, I started taking up these, and they also require 3 potions each. And I actually noticed I did this and I had like 2 left, and I was all out of potions, and I hadn't done a single potion on the current fusion, so I was a little bit stressed. But then luckily the Void Keep does open today, so I figured I would just wait until the day. But yeah, if every now and again I have had to be farming the small ones, now I have a lot of big ones, and I always farm the last one. And just to make it perfectly clear, you don't get any small ones. I always just been farming these like every couple of months. I run low, so I have been running stage 20. I don't think, except Void, that it should be useful on the other ones, but yeah, just keep it in mind. So let's have a look at my plan. So I think I managed to have 12 broadmass ready. That should be 4,200 points. I did fuse 1 broadma, and I think I must have done something else just to get this last one. And I will be fusing 5 epics. So the fusion should give me 1,750 points. And I did, so I should be around, or at least close to 10,000. I will push past this. So I will pull a few sacreds as well. I am on Mercy now, but the Mercy is quite poor on sacreds. Sacreds isn't really the best to pull, so I am a little bit limited on time as well. I would at least, the chance is still really low, but I will pull a few sacreds, maybe until I get a legendary, or maybe just 4 or something, and save that if they ever do a double legendary from sacreds. They quite often do that after a 2x, so we'll see. But I'll do the fusing and stuff. It does actually require quite a lot of silver, but that's not really a big problem, especially now after we have the free gear removal. It's been really great. So I'll just do this broadmast and I'll be back. This all adds up to quite a lot of silver. And I will have to use some potions as well, since I want to do this on limited time. But luckily I do have plenty of weight, so that's not a big problem. But yeah, it does require quite a lot of resources just getting those broadmasts. Both mainly in terms of silver, but yeah. So those are good. Yeah, I'll be right back again. I can't really talk and don't have all that much useful to say while I do this anyway, so I'll be right back. Okay, so this should be the last one. What happened there? There we go. So let's see, I think we are already in first place, but I always like to kind of go far enough beyond that I don't want to, because I don't really want to be close enough to be sniped, so, and I figured I might as well just go for the 10k resources, 10k rewards anyways. It's an eternal soulstone. It's not worth all that much as a spender in itself, but I do suspect it will come in handy when we get those guaranteed champions quite soon. April is coming next week in some sort of Titan event, and we should be getting Leonardo and probably Raphael as well in the next couple of weeks. I think all of them are supposed to come during October, if they don't change anything. So this is actually the first time I really used Broadmas. I used Broadma once, just a couple of weeks ago, and I did fuse the original one. And now I think I've used 12 more. Yeah, and one yesterday, so I've actually only had fused like 15 or 16 broadmasts in 2.5 years or something like that. So, and I've kept everything. Yeah, can't go past that without clicking. So let's see, how are we doing right now? Yeah, so we are missing the fusion. That should get us very close to 10k, I think. So now, yeah, we can do the epics, but I don't think, let's see, I think there was, yeah, Sand Devil turn attack, so I will do the epics, rank them up during this one with Sand Devil. That's Blizzard. I do like to kind of double dip, and I can never really get enough of this material, so I do like to, yeah, double dip whenever I can. It will require more energy, but that's how I like to spend my money in raid. So I don't really buy a whole lot of shards. I did pick up the monthly pack, and so if you see, there are more shards here now. I did pick up the monthly pack that we get from, I can't see it anymore, but the monthly pack, I think it's called the Ultimate Pack. I do think those two packs are a good deal overall. You get a little bit of everything. So everything that I need, at least. All kinds of the different shards, and some energy as well. So this is from a spender's point of view. I do spend quite a lot on this game. but nowhere near those Krakens and stuff. You can just have a quick look, and you might see I haven't got a whole lot of voids, so I might spend more on void champions. A lot of these are guaranteed and stuff, or fusions. So yeah, there's a few, but it does cover 2.5 years of play. So it's like arena, fusion, guaranteed. Guaranteed, or what did you call it? This was guaranteed, but I think maybe I had him already. Can't really recall. Fusion from Doom Tower, guaranteed. Fusion, was it? No, I think it was a deck or something. Fusion or guaranteed, or missions. Yeah. So more than half of these are actually not pulled from shards. So let's see. Let's do the fusion. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll pause it here and be back. So that's the last one. So I did actually get the epic from last weekend, the bonus epic, so I do have, and I figured I might as well just pick up the copy of the epic, so I will fuse 4 and keep 1. I didn't really find the rest of the events and tournaments all that difficult. So let's see now. Yeah, so I think I'll just pull the 4 sacreds now and wait until, and then I will get another 500 from the fusion later. So that should put me at 10,500. And then I'll see, I might pull some ancients if the other guy is climbing. So there might be an update. I will upload a video tomorrow. I do have next week off, so there's a vacation here in Norway. I work at a school, so that's a nice little break. But yeah, let's just pull the 4 sacreds and wrap up this video. I don't want it to be longer than it has to be. Maybe I'll pull another fusion epic. So I should be slowly climbing into Mercy now, but I actually wouldn't be all that disappointed because getting Raphael, yeah. So I'll just stop there and save the sacreds. I think they will be valuable for the guaranteed events. So that's the plan so far. So another 500 maybe. Yeah. I don't think there is all that much else to do, so let me know how your tournament bracket is going. I do actually think that I never actually really go for these kinds of tournaments, but I do think Shredder isn't a very popular champion, so that makes it a lot easier, and that we are only 50 in the group. That does increase the odds of getting in a group that is where this is actually possible. And if this other guy or woman actually climbs past me and goes like 13k, I won't compete. But I will maybe go another 1,000 points, maybe another 2,000. But the point is, if I lose out on Shredder now, I don't think it would suck, of course. I have spent a lot of resources, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. I think this is kind of a gamble, or whatever you want to call it. And I think it's worth it. So we'll see. I'll stop there and let me know how you guys are doing, and also let me know if you think I'm doing something incredibly stupid, or yeah, just let me know in the comments, and I'll see you soon.